All my videos are on private now. Trouble with Tribbles recommended that I do that. The landlord and his family know about YouTube. All they had to do was Google my name, and it pops up. See how naive I am? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so naive, you guys. I'm so fucking naive. I wrote this to an online lawyer. By the way, the online lawyer, the same site, but the cops like, what? They're not real lawyers. Yeah, they actually are real lawyers, but whatever. He lied today. He pounded on the door over there. I had just gone home from walking Omar. I was about to make my green smoothie. I had to make a peep today. Didn't make a peep. Didn't make a peep. Didn't even breathe practically. Slept most of the day. Didn't even play music. Didn't do anything. All of a sudden, and at first, because I don't think, and neither did Trouble, that he would ever resort to something like this, but at least, I mean, like Trouble said, if something happens to me, the truth is out there. Trouble, Cheryl, Joe, you know, they all know. So, he goes pounds on that door. And I thought, oh, it's a mistake. Maybe he's hearing something in his own. I didn't know what was going on because I haven't done anything. He pounds on that door. Pound, 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 pound. Hey, are you okay in there? I heard screaming. You want me to call for help? I'm like, and I say to him, like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. Oh, okay. He probably had the police on the phone while he was doing that, right? Then he goes to the back door, and right in front of me, with his phone, yeah, she's threatening to kill herself and kill the dog. You know, I don't know what to do, and blah, blah, blah. So, of course, he called 911, so within minutes, the police were here. I mean, within minutes. So, 4 police were here. One of them was the one who drove me home from the courthouse yesterday. And he was even saying to me, you know, I told you I didn't want to be back here. I didn't call you. And saying all this crap. I told him that I wasn't doing that. And he's like, well, why would he lie? Why would he lie? Because he wants me out of here. Duh. You know, that's not rocket science, right? In the end, guys, I did nothing wrong. Nothing. What did I do wrong? The cops are like, well, you were naive, and why didn't you you didn't deal with the landlord? Yeah, because, like I said to the cops, people advertise for roommates all the time. That's not some weird thing I'm engaging in. I trusted the guy. The landlord lived next door. I thought everything was fine, you know. Now, of course, I can't leave Omer alone for a second because he'll scream and cry, and he'll call the cops again, this time justifiably. But yesterday, no, I wasn't threatening suicide or threatening to kill Omer, nothing. In fact, I wasn't even talking. The TV wasn't on. I told you I'm not going to watch. But anyway, my roommate completely bailed on me. The landlord had said that I didn't have to. Go back and forth. Yesterday, my roommate said, oh yeah, it's fine. He says you can stay till the, you know, but they're all lying to me. And in the end, whatever's going on between my roommate and him, he definitely has total power of my roommate. But I've done nothing wrong in this, okay? Nothing. What did I do wrong? Nothing. I took out a Craigslist ad, as you guys know. This guy responded to my ad, as you guys know. I have proof of all the correspondence. I have proof of our agreement in my emails. He came and picked me up and all my stuff. Told me his landlord was totally cool. His landlord lives next door, so he's not rent subsidized. Why would I think if his landlord lives right next door, why would I ever, like the cops are like, well, why did you believe him? Why did you? Because I'm a trusting person. I mean, if he lives right next door and not in another state or something, why would I think anything's going on that's unsafe, I mean, you know, wrong or whatever? Why would I think that? Now, what was the landlord saying to the cops and what they're parroting back to me? Well, he thought you were just his girlfriend or whatnot, and now he's bailed and you need to leave. And yesterday my roommate had said that we could both pay the rent in June. Meanwhile, I'm trying very hard to get out of there before then. I have ads out and whatnot, but online lawyers have told me that I have every legal right to be here, that he has to treat me like a tenant. The cops are telling me something else. I'm disabled. I can't function in order to get the fuck out of here because I'm panicked. What am I supposed to do about Omar? There has to be somebody who will help me. Cheryl's looking into, you know, help for the disabled. I'm not trying to fuck anybody over, but I did nothing wrong. You understand? I did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Nothing. What did I do wrong? I have proof that I paid him 4 months' rent. Of course, the landlord said, I didn't even know he was getting rent from you. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were his roommate. The landlord is claiming that the minute he found out about the other roommate, which my roommate says all this stuff to me that the landlord is saying is a lie. I actually believe my roommate, even though my roommate in the end fucked me over. But I did nothing wrong. So I've put all my videos on private because unfortunately they Google my name, they know about YouTube. Do you really think I feel safe here when he and his entire family, who, you know, up until all this shit happened, I didn't know at all, had nothing against, thought were cool, until like I said, they started bitching about the turning on the heat when it's 58 degrees in the house. Then I'm like, not so cool, you know, but you know, still wasn't planning on moving out. They hadn't issued us anything to move out, you know. But then what happened with the dog is, you know, thought, okay, we'll give 30 days notice, and then I get totally fucked over. My roommate's moving in with his girlfriend, and the police are like, well, he's gone, and you're here, and you're not a tenant, you're not on the lease. There is no lease, you know. I mean, this is fucked. This is so fucked. So Trouble recommended that I put all my videos on private, okay? But I have this little beast in the end. What the fuck am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to meet with potential roommates? How am I supposed to do anything? I don't trust him worth shit. He lied through his teeth to the police, and I had to deal with police interrogating me for over an hour today. Is that fair? I can sue them all for causing me mental anguish. I did nothing wrong. Nothing. That's what gets me. I did nothing wrong. So, this is all documented. I wrote to this online lawyer. I'm being forced out of my home because I was naive, admittedly so, you know, and 100% trusted the human being who had responded to my Craigslist ad. What can I do? I am the disabled roommate of a tenant at will who responded to my Craigslist ad 4 months ago, but whose landlord, who knew I was here, definitely introduced himself. I mean, I've been here a while before he introduced himself, but again, if my roommate's been nothing but nice to me, and the landlord and his family live next door, why would I think anything's wrong? Not to mention the fact my roommate pays $1,600 a month to live here. And that's a shitload of money that most people can't afford. So why would I think he's not allowed to have a roommate? You know, come on. I have proof of the correspondence that took place between me and my roommate before I moved in. I have proof that I paid my roommate rent every month. And I have proof that I officially changed my address with the Social Security office. But the landlord, who does not consider me a tenant, wants me out. My roommate bailed on me, breaking my heart in the process. I thought he was a good guy. And today the landlord called 911 and lied to the police, told them I was threatening to kill myself and my dog, a complete fabrication. An online lawyer in the same site previously told me, I couldn't fit previously because you can only fit so much here. An online lawyer told me that I was safe, that the landlord had no choice, but I didn't put no choice, I can't fit it, but had to treat me as he would treat any tenant. But I'm not safe, I'm scared and alone. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? You know what I mean? It's not like I want to be here. It's not like I feel at all safe. But I also can't be out on the street. I have nowhere to go. You know? And in any case, he's a bully. I don't like bullies. I was bullied as a kid, you know? He and his wife are both bullies. Just the thing, it's 58 degrees in the house, and they're bitching that they saw the heat turn on, but they have a wood-burning stove, and they're toasty warm. Because I said to my roommate, well, weren't they cold? Oh, they have a wood-burning stove. Oh, God, that makes me even sicker, you know? I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And in the end, somebody has to help me, because I did nothing wrong. Who did something wrong? If he wasn't supposed to have me here, but he claims that he had permission, but if he wasn't supposed to have me here, then my roommate definitely did something wrong. But in the end, should I be fucked over? Should I be forced out of my home and onto the street? I don't know, you tell me. What's the law in Massachusetts? Because I sure as fuck don't know. When the police were telling me, nah, they believe every word the landlord said. No, it's your own fault. You came here, didn't do it practically, you know, totally siding with him. Even to the point of saying, well, why would he lie that you were screaming and threatening suicide? Because he's a prick, and I wasn't doing that, you know. What do you want? What do you want, you know? I did nothing wrong. I'm in a nightmare, and I did nothing wrong, and someone has to help me, so. That's all I have to say. But anyway, all my videos on private, and this is what Trouble exactly told me to say. Here we go. Let's see what she told me to say. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. No, I got that. She told me I had to put all my videos in private. I'm like, what if something happens to me? Then nothing is documented that I was going through all this shit, you know? She's like, all right, well then say this. Now I can't fucking find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. I said if I put up my latest videos on private, there will be zero documentation for the world to see if something bad happens to me. So, I don't know if this means anything, but this is what she told me to say. She said, then just make and upload a couple of new ones with information that will be helpfully directed should that worst case scenario happen. Oh, yeah, lucky me. Also to say, I'm saying it right now, Laura Elise P, fully endorse and request YouTube to release the contents of my entire video library in order that further proof and information be made available to the authorities in the event that harm should come to me at the hands of the evil landlord and or his associates. Because anyone who will do what he did today, I don't put anything past him. I can't leave Elmer here alone, obviously. You know, I did nothing wrong, and in the end, I mean, I hope the truth prevails, and I hope someone helps me, you know. I don't want to be here any more than they want me here, but they can't be doing what they did yesterday to me, or what he did yesterday. That's just, you know, I didn't do anything. So, there we go.